public meetings. Colon 4-6 annual notice having been forwarded to the New Jersey Herald and the New Jersey Sunday Herald and posted on the bulletin board maintained in the municipal building for public announcement. Will you please rise and join me in the flag?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the roll call.
Mr. Cirilla. Mr. Diamond.
Present.
Mr. Cadman.
Here.
Ms. Crock.
Here.
Councilman Kuzinich.
Present.
Mr. Mazelowski.
Here.
Mr. Rossi. Chairman Ray.
Here.
Ms. Snow. Mr. Taylor.
Here.
Mr. Wagner. Mayor Galati. Here.
Okay. All right, next item on the agenda is minutes. The motion is in order to approve the minutes of the September 16th, 2025 meeting. Do I have a motion to approve?
Make a motion?
Second. Mr. Diamond.
Yes.
Mr. Cadmick.
Yes.
Ms. Crock.
Yes.
Councilman Kuzinich.
Yes.
Mr. Mazelowski.
Yes.
Chairman Ray.
Yes.
Mr. Taylor.
Yes.
Mayor Galati. Yes.
Okay, next item is resolutions. We have four. First resolution is Jill Malanga. The hearing date was 8/19/2025. Are there any corrections, changes, anything, or do I have a motion to approve that resolution?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Diamond.
Yes.
Mr. Cadmick.
Yes.
Ms. Crock.
Yes.
Councilman Kuzinich.
Yes.
Mr. Mazelowski.
Yes.
Chairman Ray.
Yes.
Mr. Taylor.
Yes.
Mayor Galati. Yes.
Okay, next resolution is Gregory and Anise Harrison. Hearing date was 8/19/2025. Do I have a motion to approve that resolution?
That's a class 4 member from.
I'll make the motion. Motion, second. Just a class 4.
Mr. Diamond.
Second.
I'm sorry. No, I
Hey,
think
we got a second.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Mr.
did?
Diamond?
Yes.
Mr. Cadmick.
Yes.
Ms. Crock.
Yes.
Mr. Mazelowski.
Yes.
Chairman Ray.
Yes.
Mr. Taylor.
Yes. Okay, third resolution is to Tanya and Vlad,
Vladisław.
Vermont. The hearing date was 8/19/2025. Do I have a motion to approve that resolution? I'll make the motion.
Second.
Mr. Diamond.
Yes.
Mr. Cadmick.
Abstain.
Ms. Crock.
Yes.
Councilman Kuzinich.
Yes.
Mr. Mazelowski.
Yes.
Chairman Ray.
Yes.
Mr. Taylor.
Yes.
Mayor Galati. Yes.
Okay, the fourth resolution is Aristides and Cindy Amador. The hearing date was 8/19/2025. Do I have a motion to approve that resolution? I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Mr. Diamond.
Yes.
Mr. Cadmick.
Yes.
Ms. Crock.
Yes.
Councilman Kuzinich.
Yes.
Mr. Mazelowski.
Yes.
Mr. Taylor.
Yes.
Chairman Ray.
Yes.
Mayor Galati. Yes.
The next item is correspondence. Do we have any correspondence? No. Seeing none. Escrow refunds, we have none. Next item is bills. Do I have a motion to pay the bills? Mont McDonald, Dolan and New Jersey Herald.
Moved.
Judy Gown.
Mr. Diamond.
Yes.
Mr. Cadmick.
Yes.
Ms. Crock.
Yes.
Councilman Kuzinich.
Yes.
Mr. Mazelowski.
Yes.
Chairman Ray.
Yes.
Mr. Taylor.
Yes.
Mayor Galati. Yes.
Next item is the zoning officer report, Bill.
Yeah, just a couple quick ones. About a year ago or so, we had a new house application for 52 Mountain Road. And ultimately it included an in-ground swimming pool and a shed. And the house got built and I suspect they decided that it was just a little too tight where the pool was, so they want to just slide the pool over to the right a bit. I just wanted it's exactly the same size, with no lot coverage changes, there's no changes other than the setup was kind of slid to the right a bit. But I just wanted to bring it to the board's attention, to see any issue. But that's that.
Do we have an issue with that?
Doesn't sound like he does, so we shouldn't either.
Okay, all right, you're good, Bill.
Oh, back our zoning officer.
The other one is that it's been suggested that I actually just bring up a suggestion of a possibility for the board to discuss, maybe make a recommendation of the council regarding the possible regulating of lighting. in the residential side, the board's always taken care of commercial situations, but not residential. Every now and then you get somebody that puts a light up that's just, bothering the neighbor. It's all night long into their window, that kind of thing. So at any rate, I just mention that in case the board would like to entertain discussing that as a possible.
Well, we can talk about that in the future, I mean,
Yeah, I do have some sample ordinances or some sample ordinances that I did receive from the engineer from other municipalities. And I think what the problem that's happening now is most of the lights that are sold today are these LED lights. So like everybody, when I buy an LED light, I buy as many lumens as I possibly can because I'm trying to light everything up. But I think what people don't realize is, especially if it's elevated, a lot of times it is hitting into neighbors, and sometimes it's just, being able to block out some of it to angle it a little different. So I just thought, with a lot of the concerns and complaints that we do get about the lighting for residents, that it just might be something that we might want to look at.
I agree.
is it a problem, Bill, or just something that like
Well,
more
I mean-
specific, or, I mean,
One case right now, it's an issue.
Okay.
It wouldn't be the other Point
Here's-
Beach Club, would it?
Well, that was an issue, but see now that's a site plan driven scenario. And so I was able to handle that, or at least discuss and talk to the parties involved. I haven't heard any more, so I'm hoping.
No,
it's
I'm
taken
hoping,
care of.
I think the issue there is particularly for people on lakefront, there's no trees or anything that would kind of mute the intensity, you've just got like sound, the light would travel.
I deal with that a lot where I work, and we have an ordinance that's really easy to deal with. No direct light can leave the property. It's real simple.
But I
That
think
sounds
with
like
the
it.
strength of lights that they're making these days, even in the cars, if you notice, there has to be some sort of regulation, or we have to keep up with the times. So it's really a good idea to visit and look into and, have something against them.
all right, well, we'll put something together, Bill, when you give us some ideas of what you wanna do, we'll discuss it and put something on the.
Yeah, because there are a lot of simplistic solutions, especially if it's, something that's, shooting out, they recommend that you, put.
Put a shield over.
Put a shield over the top, so it's only hitting your property, it's not going 3 houses away. So it's really it's just about being a good neighbor, it's about being a good neighbor and making sure that, everybody's comfortable and happy where they are, but it's becoming more prevalent. I'm seeing, throughout the towns, and with talking with the engineer this week, it was, definitely
Okay.
something that was more prevalent because he was very, very familiar with it.
Okay, we'll work on it. Anything else, Bill?
That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Discussion, and none, old business, no new business, nothing. Continued applications, we have none. An extension of a prior approval. Robert O'Donnell, block 50411, lot 21, and block 50413, lot 3, 326 and 326 and 343 Square Trail. The applicant is looking for an extension of a previously granted approval for the property. The applicant will be using originally proposed and approved, no changes, correct? No changes.
The board has discretion to grant an extension. The approval was January 17th, 2023. It was memorialized February 7th, 2023. If the board finds there's been no changes in the ordinances or development in the area that would have affected its decision when the application was approved, then the board certainly can consider an extension.
I visited the area. My impression was that there's been no changes to the topology. It's in the same state that it was when it was approved. That's right? That was my impression.
Mine too.
Well, the application is just, I mean, the
Yeah,
applicant
I
is
didn't
just,
see anything that was
nothing's changed.
warranting a change because the land changes.
Next one to come up.
Robert O'Donnell.
Gonna swear him in, Bill, get you for it?
Well, we don't, it's just an extension request that you can swear you in. Do you swear that's you're about to give me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Are you the owner?
No,
Contract
I'm
purchaser?
here on behalf of Lillian Chen, who bought this from Rich Horvat,
Okay,
and nothing has changed as far as the property is concerned, but one thing that did change is that we came up and told her prices on different things, and she decided to extend the basement from a 2/3 basement, 1/3 crawl space to a full crawl space. So I just want everybody to be aware of that. Other than that, there's no changes,
So you're decreasing it a little bit.
but the footprint didn't change at all.
Okay. Alright, so this is pretty straightforward, just an extension of a previously approved resolution, so do I have a motion to grant?
I'm sorry, was there a question, was it a full crawl space or a full basement?
Full base.
Full basement.
Full basement.
Gonna be a full basement now, or,
And it was 2/3,
okay.
and she decided since
So
we're
you're.
taking the rock out, we're gonna take the rest of the rock.
Okay, so it's gonna be a full basement now, so
Oh.
that's the change, from a 2/3 basement to a full basement.
And that is on your plan.
Okay. Alright, just a simple,
That's quite a job,
To
though.
approve.
I'll second that.
motion in a second.
Mr. Diamond,
Yes.
Mr. Academy,
Yes.
Ms. Crop,
Yes,
Councilman Kutzvich.
Yes.
Mr. Maslowski,
Yes.
Chairman Ray,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mayor Glavy.
Yes.
We're good to go.
Thank you.
Okay, next item on the agenda is a new application, Jenny Zuniga Casal, block 40217, lot 20, 38 Jefferson Trail.
yes,
We did have a little bit, this started last meeting, or a couple meetings ago, and there was just a problem with the notice, and that's all been taken care of, the Nash notice has been.
Yeah, Nash notice of explanation.
Okay.
Please raise your right hand. We swear the testimony you're about to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
yes.
And your name, please.
Jenny R. Zuniga Casal.
And you're a property owner,
Yes,
and you'd like to construct a single-family home on a vacant parcel, is that right?
yes,
Are you the only one that's gonna be giving testimony tonight?
yes.
And you didn't receive a response, and the board didn't receive a response to the letter to the neighbors?
Well, I didn't receive any response. I don't know if, okay.
This, one second here. Okay. So this property is gonna be serviced by public sewer?
Yes, has a sewer.
And what, well, you gotta drill a well, or is
Yeah,
it? water?
after I get the permit, I'm gonna take care of that. I cannot do that well now because,
But it is gonna be well if you get.
yeah. Now it's gonna be a gas.
Yeah.
I saw the new project.
Gonna be a while.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the gaskets there?
There.
No, it's here, but not up by her.
Oh, no.
Okay.
We do have a report from the engineer, I believe. No, nothing on this one?
No, other than the only comment Joe and I had in reviewing, another was some variation.
Sorry, are you Paul?
Rob Barron's our resident.
Yeah, we talked about you. Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The only comment I had question was, I know there were a couple variations on the footprint of the building. Have you decided on a final layout for the proposed house?
Yeah, this is the house what I am proposing. I try to comply with all 5 yards, but I saw the many variants, and then I try to shrink to just 20 feet width. But this will be the new, it's the same project basically, but the only thing I'm gonna reduce the size of the road.
So the plan that the board has
It's this one,
is that, but you're going to reduce the width of the house by 20
yeah,
feet?
but
And
20,
what you're holding up now is what the board has.
yeah,
right?
this is what has,
You're gonna reduce it to 20 feet?
20 feet.
Okay,
To a
well,
total, about by 20 feet.
okay, I was gonna say, a lot, 40 feet is not a lot.
20 foot.
Yeah, because the lot has 40,
40 feet, yes.
and then for many variants, I wanna try to avoid variants.
10-foot side back.
Exactly, and I wanna move forward to the front. The only variance I could have will be the front setback, even though it makes sense because it's, I'm gonna leave for the parking space, everything, but I will be reduced to. I was playing with just the site plan. Sorry, can I get this one for you? It's difficult, I wanna.
Yeah, this the board doesn't have. We're going to mark this as exhibit A1, the revised plan.
Yeah, okay. I can do it with you.
So how much off-street parking are you gonna have?
We're gonna have the car, garage 20 by 20
Cars in the driveway and
in the front, yes.
then you're gonna have.
Like a carport.
Yes, the project is gonna be,
Oh. Is that the only one?
You'll have to.
actually, it's just one page.
What's the total width?
It's gonna be 20.
Width of the house is gonna be 20. The lot's only 40,
Yeah,
so it's a 40 by 100 lot. I mean, that's.
Signing off.
pretty.
It's
very pretty.
very, I'm shrinking a Moroccan, I am gonna live there alone, and then I think why not?
You like
It's shrink the rooms.
It's an accurate depiction of the house next to yours?
Yes,
The White House and that thing is what's there now.
yeah, that's what I put in the house because it really,
But that's not the house though. It's not-
no, the house is
No.
one, and this is the next door.
That's there now, that house. but
Yes.
yeah.
That's what I was.
And,
That's what the-
and the house doesn't comply with the side yard to have it. Has 8 feet 80, 680 on size, and the side yard,
I'll say it's gonna be the nicest house on Jefferson Trail.
Wait,
the intention,
to that.
It's a whole, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So you're
It's
saying.
like
A
a lot of
Is there a setback issue with
any side.
side yard setback?
In the rear, I am moving a little forward 22,
Yeah, she went to make copies.
but in the front, I'm gonna shrink a little bit.
Is there a side yard setback issue, variance?
Yeah, don't 40, I cannot do 40, I'm gonna do like a 30, something like,
I mean, listen, that's.
It's her house.
Okay.
Definitely look like the nicest house on Jefferson.
Well, you know,
Now, one of the board members brought up about the telephone pole right in the front of that.
yeah,
Have you been in discussion? with-
it's not, it's exactly in the property line.
Okay,
The only thing what when they install after, I saw the guy from the company,
okay.
and I told to them, why you leave the whole concrete in front, because they didn't clean it out. And then they left it anyway.
You
So
got
that-
some tremendous trees on that lot too that you're gonna have to take
I
down.
had the opportunity that Mrs. Veronica, I don't remember her last name, but she allowed me to clean it out a lot, and I cleaned all trunks, which was in the lot, it was trunks over trunks, and then I left whatever it is, I left some of 6 inch, but I left more of the bigger, more than 6 inch trees as that the
Yeah,
cost
But wouldn't
required.
they have to be removed for construction? Because some of them
Yes,
look
but
exactly.
you know, I
like
was scared about the raining stuff, the erosion of the trees, look like very old and taller. Yes, I wanna remove it, but I have to do, I think if I get the building permit, it's the first thing I'm gonna do it.
Well, those up there, a lot of rock, those trees are growing on rock and, you know, people say, I love that beautiful tree. They start cutting it, the whole.
No, I'm gonna replace, as I show here, I'm gonna put these trees.
Yep.
I'm gonna put it more around the house. Now I'm gonna have 10 feet in each side, and I have to keep anyway 5 feet.
Yep.
And then also,
How many square feet is the house?
the house is, it's just, now it's gonna be 20 by 46.
46.
What I am doing in the house is just to put the living room in the front, the kitchen and family room in the back. Almost 20 by 20, 20 by 20, the stair in the middle. And in the second floor, 2 bedrooms in the back and the master bedroom in the front to get the whole view. And in the first floor, how it's almost allowed, I was thinking to do the garage, but I'm gonna do my office there. I am an architect and I wanna do my office in the first floor.
Oh, no, that's why the house is so nice.
Looks nice. I mean, any members of the board have any questions this applicant?
Well, I was gonna suggest if the architect walked the space and see how Jefferson homes are,
Yeah.
because this doesn't look like anything that belongs in Jefferson Trail at this point. It's very nice looking.
Listen, bring it on, bring it
Wait a
on.
I am pretty sure if I am the first house who looks nice, it's gonna be follow up.
Good.
No, that one looks nice.
So-
Yeah, that was my impression also. And this is the first time I make these statements that, why does it have to be so big?
It's not that big, it's just a regular house, it's 20 by 46, it's not that big.
The house next door actually is just as big. Just as tall.
It's 25 by 25, the house. It's basically 8 feet in each size. But the house, I live in an apartment right now, it's 1,200 square feet.
Anywhere near that.
And then I feel like I am, it's very small for me. Of course, I live in a house, but now my kids left. I redo a shrinking apartment, I believe me, I don't know. I have the new layout, I'm gonna do a lift, or an elevator that I could move from one floor to another floor. Because right now I could standing under the step, I don't know what is the future.
I guess, again, because I was at the property, I looked at it, if the trees aren't blocking a good view, the rock certainly is very present. And I'm just wondering, has the person that's going to be doing the construction looked at this and said, it looks pretty good? Because I would imagine there's going to have to be some kind of rock removal, whether it's blasting or something like that.
I don't know of any property in
Okay,
Opakon that
yeah.
doesn't have rocks.
Oh, no,
Sure, you take them all.
I have no fence because it's a small lot and I have the neighbor that doesn't have fence right now, and then the fence is gonna be according to the environment too. I'm gonna leave trees in the sides to cover just the view from one window to another window, because I don't wanna see the neighbor and I don't want the neighbor see my windows. Because I am doing the best view into the side that the lot is bigger than mine, and in the front. And in the back, just a regular windows. It's gonna be 2 bedrooms smaller, but I'm gonna keep that for my granddaughters. They live in Sparta, so I wanna be closer to them.
I mean, any rock removal, they have to comply with all the rules.
I got a proposal of the trees in what page is the tree location is in the page 3.
What you're gonna plant?
Yeah, it's a tree proposed location.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, everything on the lot's gonna come down. I mean, it's 40 by 100, you got 40.
Exactly, and
Gotta
then
take every tree off.
and the trees were out there in very
Yeah.
bad condition too. because
And you have to dig into the rock veins that are ready.
I have a guy who, I worked many years, 45 years in architecture. I am 65. That's what I am looking for my retirement.
Yeah, but people hear you that would work this area.
This general contractor has a license for New Jersey and New York. Definitely, he knows what he's doing. I showed him the plan and he said he could do it.
And he's looked at the property?
Yes, he went with me. Before to get into the topography, we get into the post, 15 feet, and we line up we line up 50 feet into the back of the lot. So we wanna know what we could do before to do any plans there.
Bill, what was the height of the structure? Do you remember what it was?
Truthfully,
I mean, it's got kind of a flat roof, so I don't think she's anywhere near.
what I'm going to actually have to.
She can't
Because we're
exceed.
going to, the set of plans that are completely to scale. Be submitted. Because the problem that I've not, I've consternated on several generations of this plan. And I do not, it's not uniformly to scale.
It's a
not
print.
What I typically
Yeah.
encounter.
What is the height of the structure gonna be, the maximum?
That is in the page. It's 3210. I remember that, but it's in the first page in the zoning analysis. And it is too in the page,
You're gonna be under 35 feet, right?
yes, it's 35, it's 3210.
10 inches on the start.
30 feet.
Yeah, 30.
It's considered two-story. So with the height there.
But the thing too, we have to consider that the average, even though I didn't consider, but the average grade in a lot land is the middle point.
I took the conservative view and the zoning review that you have in front of you is not for the present plan. So very basically, you'll see there are many variances required. And it's only because I could not truly decipher exactly what we were dealing with. And, because I couldn't check, because if the plans aren't to scale, I can't check lot coverage, I can't check I can't check any of those things.
So on the back of the property, you're gonna have two stories sticking out of it,
Yeah.
correct? So you're building into the,
Exactly, because there's.
so I would say 2.5 story. Well, I mean, like, if
It
you took
depends on
that,
how much is within the
Yeah.
slope and how much is out of the
Yeah.
slope.
Bueno, the slope is 20%, and then the average elevation will be the middle grade. But if consider that I didn't really take in consideration the elevation in front of that, but I will say the lower floor is a basement. And then first and second story, because I am taking advantage of the basement because it's almost in the street level. That's why we had a discussions going back and forth with Mr. Bill about the elevation, because there is in the regulation, they say has to be the average between 6 feet from the front wall, 6 feet up, 6 feet out. And I did a calculation, something come out like a 30 feet 10.
Looks like the measured height would be okay. I'm not sure whether it's considered 2 or 3 stories. Obviously, this is tough to work with. This doesn't.
I have
this
discrepancy
doesn't accurately
with
depict the slope. You know, there's more of a slope there.
it doesn't give us
than
all
it's shown on the
side.
plan.
Well, yes, I was here too. It
Yeah,
looks to me like the
sorry,
house
this
is
page,
far
the
setback from the
A4.
road.
Yeah, sorry, in the A4, you could see the analysis of the grade. I projected the core elevations into that's what you see the vertical lines, the dashed lines, and then you see the horizontal lines who show the lines each 2 feet. And from there, you see the base of the property here is just, I do the perfume, like a cutting of apple in the state. You have the plan?
Your plans, but you've changed your plans, you moved it back.
It's gonna be the same concept, but it's not like.
We have it, we got inundated with data.
Bill, from your, would you say it's 2.5 stories? Would you say it would be a 2.5 story structure?
Right.
If there's a very real chance that
Yeah, this is what she's doing.
if I had the, the elevation drawings from, like,
Yeah.
and I did my calculations, there is a chance I would pull that a two-family. It would purely depend on how much is in the ground. For the
A 2-family or a 2-story?
Two-story. And
Easy, Bill.
He's
Only a
tired.
40-foot lot.
okay.
Okay.
Because again, when I go through that
Exactly.
gyration, I'm figuring, if I can show that there's more than the lower level in the ground, then I'm
Yeah.
gonna call the basement, and it's not allowed. But as I said, the elevation drawings and all this, an engineer wasn't involved with this. It's my understanding, and so as a result, my confidence is. not
Well, I would say that you're normally, you're gonna err on our side. You're gonna be overly cautious on, you're not gonna say, you're gonna make it a little harder on her than.
No, he was very current with 1 year, 1 year. Changing and changing.
Well, I think you need to get a set of plans to build that he can, a full set of plans to scale. So that he knows what's going on before this is.
Well, I think basically if she's granted approval before you get a building permit, you're gonna have to supply the building department bill with this to scale set of drawings, and then it's basically gonna have to be exactly what's here.
Yeah, sorry about that. I think it's the way code is printed that, because I do in scale from my program, that's what I asked him, you don't have the program because usually another town has the program and they could scale it. Because I work in scale, I cannot cheat in that. And then everything is very accurate with the measurement.
Well, we wanna see numbers on the plan. We're not gonna scale. You gotta provide
Eyeball
us
it.
with all of the exact.
Everything is in quarter scale. The only thing I say is, I don't know why he had a problem. I think you had a problem, Mr. Bill. It was more in the topography and the site plans, right?
See, my.
I put a graphic scale there.
In the conventional sense, an engineer is going to do the site, is going to do the site plan, and we're gonna do a, stormwater analysis, we're gonna do the lot grading plan. We're gonna do the soil erosion sediment control plan. And so ultimately, when we get to the board, the engineer's already done the review on all those things, and we know the engineer is perfectly happy with everything, content with everything, and or if there's sometimes there might be five line items in the report and whatnot, and they go down through them and the applicant and the engineer, the applicant say, sure, I can do that, I can't do that, I can do this. The fact that there wasn't an engineer involved with this,
Sorry,
I've never experienced that before.
Mrs. Veronica McDonald, McDowell,
Well,
they review like
it's not Moss McDonald anymore, it's.
yeah, now it's called, but they review as engineer. I pay $2,000 for the reviews, go back and forth. Okay, there is no way.
But you've gotten correspondence from them and you've
Yeah,
addressed those
yeah.
issues. I don't know why we don't have any of that.
What I will be do if he want a measurement, I could, the engineer have to have a scale AutoCAD. I can send my drawings in AutoCAD. That will be for him to verify that the measurements I put it in the plans are correctly.
Why don't we
No.
have the engineer's drawings? I mean, you're an architect, isn't that like the normal procedure to get the architect?
The thing about this is, for example, happened that I had to sell the lot prior, right? And I was a little upset to go far away, and I did the whole thing for myself because I have experience as an engineer too. Because I say, what I'm gonna pay and invest more money if I don't get the approval from the zoning bulk. And then I was waiting for the zoning bulk be reviewed by the engineers, but they asking me for more engineering. Then they asking me for details about the grade. I hired a topographer. He did it, and then the plans of move trees, I did that for myself because I know about that. I did a calculation of the fence link. I did a calculation of the erosion because I know to do that. The stormwater in 100 years. The slope calculation too. I did it because I had the course. I had a topography. I could just draw it to do the projection of the lines and do the slope at 20%.
Let me ask you this, are you a licensed
Yes.
architect in New Jersey?
No, I am licensed in New York, but I could do houses in any part of the states up to 2 stories.
Yeah, but that's.
I'm sorry.
You're
No,
in New
3
York
stories.
State.
One
I
residential.
think what's hard, we have A4, which isn't current in the sense that the house is smaller, but it does show.
Yeah.
It shows the slope of the property,
So,
and it shows a portion of the building to be within the slope. But then, what we were given tonight is A1, and you look at that, it makes the lot look like it's level, frankly.
No, it's just the
Well, no,
footprint.
No. It makes the lot look level. You look at this, and this certainly looks like a 3-story on A1. But if you look at A4, you can see that the house is proposed to be built substantially
Into
within the
the-
slope.
Yeah.
Right, so you didn't do yourself any favors with this, frankly, in my view.
No, I definitely look at it as a 3-story. You could call it whatever you want, basement, first floor, whatever.
Okay.
It's definitely, I see it as a 3-story house.
Yeah, the house next to, I copied the elevation of the house next to me. It has 3 stories too. And that's why if they was approved for me and they, I don't know how they call the first floor or 3 stories, but when I review the file of this house prior to do the project, because I have to be cautious what I gonna propose to the board. I review the file of the house, was called 2.5 stories, and
Right.
it's 3 stories, as you see.
Right, but
And it's built.
if you go back to when this house got approved, I guarantee you there was a licensed architect involved, there was a licensed engineer involved, there was a lot of paperwork that was involved.
It wasn't schematics.
Well,
Uh-huh.
I'm not so sure about that, but.
I had the file.
I don't know. I mean, nobody's criticizing here the design. It's a very beautiful design. So please, this is very nice, visually appealing. I liked your 40-foot wide one. I'm just wondering, wouldn't it be easier for you to find a property in town where you could put the house you want in land that would accept what you're envisioning? Because it seems like we're trying to find all ways to put a square peg in a round.
I live in a condominium and I live in a house. House requires so much maintenance. And I could do gardeners. I could do little things, but if I have a big house with a big lot, it's a lot of maintenance. And what I try is to shrink and be comfortable to have my own property and do responsible for my property. I live in a condominium that I thought was the best thing to do, and believe me, I am not happy at all.
No, but
That's the reason.
Someone's gonna build a house on this lot. She went through the Nash Creek provide sell letters. Nobody's gonna buy this lot. Somebody's gonna put a house here. And the house that she's proposing has 10-foot side yard setbacks in compliance with the ordinance. I don't think we're gonna get something much smaller than that. In comparison to the house to the left of it, it certainly looks like it's in keeping with that. If the board decides to move forward tonight, the board can look at this as though it is a 3-story house and we have variance relief for that, knowing that that may be a little bit of overkill based upon the slope, but the board could, based upon what we have, approve it. But I don't think you're gonna find another house that's gonna be
Much smaller.
Yeah, no.
much smaller. They're all gonna be variance. And when you're still at variance, because of the small lots, the small width, all that.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't even need soil conservation, but the lot's only 4,000 square feet, so you're not, it's not like you're even disturbing 5,000, you know, I mean, it's.
Yeah.
It's a pretty small footprint, really.
Definitely the improvement.
Yeah, I
think the biggest thing is she just gotta get a full set of plans, that's all.
well, yeah, I mean,
To
going
scale.
forward, if you have,
Yeah.
if you're granted the approvals, like I said, you have to give him what he wants, the plans, exactly what, to make him happy, because we're gonna need that before they issue your building permit.
Yeah,
so-
definitely. Thank you for granting me the permission to could do all these.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You don't wanna spend all this money and get denied. You know, let's, give me, you know, let's keep the ball rolling here.
All right,
So,
thank you.
but if you are granted an approval, like I said, everything, you're gonna have to satisfy Bill and the building inspector, whatever they want before you get a
Definitely.
building permit, and the engineer.
Sorry, what was the square footage of the new house?
It's 46 by 20. It's the new footprint. I shrink it more because before I was doing 2 foot, the first floor 20 by 40, but then in the second floor I was going up 2 feet on each side. But in one side, then after, then I was trying to make my mind, and then I say I'm gonna leave there. I'm gonna do 20 by 46, which is 20 by 20 in the front, 20 in the back, and 6 feet for the elevator and the stair in the middle. And then with that, I need 46.
Listen, I appreciate you putting that type of investment on Jefferson Trail. I mean, I think it's a great thing.
I do too.
Bill, I have a
Because that lot generates $0 for the town, basically, in
Mhm.
tax revenue. You know, a new house on there is gonna be
I have to pay taxes, that's right. Thank you.
Does any other members of the board have any questions of this applicant?
I just had one question because she's licensed in New York State. Is there an issue?
We consider her testimony just to be a lay testimony, there is an issue. She can present plans that were prepared, but I don't think we view her as licensed. We can't view her as licensed.
She needs to get it signed off, correct?
She will, need to get them signed up.
She needs a New Jersey architect.
Is it just William Manning?
By the code, they say an architect licensed in New York has to, I don't know, I just consult.
I think that's
depend
good
of
New
that.
York, I don't, I don't know.
Yeah, they say an architect, I could sign anywhere, a house up to 3 feet. I did, but not the engineer part of
I'm
the,
sorry,
I did,
what?
as an architect, I could do a residential, a house.
You could
one
do
family.
the engineering part of it, correct me if I'm wrong, like as an architect, you can design a single family home, I think, but you have to be also licensed in the state that you're.
All right.
Maybe Mr.
If the board favorably entertains the application, there'd be a requirement that there be sealed plans, they'll require sealed plans.
I have a
Construction
partner
office-
who is in New Jersey.
Construction office
I
is
could-
going to require sealed plans.
Yes, from a licensed architect in the state of New Jersey, that's it.
So we're approving it prior to them having a licensed architect, engineer / all that. We're going to approve the drawings.
Based upon the drawings
Based on-
that's presented.
One question is, can be my design, but the engineer about that, so the signature of the engineer could about that?
Yeah, we're saying, I mean, your plans are good, you know, they're,
For architecture, that's all
yes,
my
so, but
license.
you have to have a New Jersey architect.
Or
sign it.
engineer, I mean, engineer could,
If you can
Do
get,
the
you can get an
engineer.
engineer too, I mean, what, you know,
yeah, I have a partner from New
Okay.
York. I could ask him to sign for me. I wanted my name on deed.
Do you have any comments? Because I see your face expression, it looks like you want to comment on.
No, I think we've kind of touched base on this a little bit, but yes, there is a condition, I think, for this application is you do need to have, I think, for some elements, and Bill may or may not agree with me, a New Jersey architect to finalize the plans as part of the resolution if the board so favorably chooses to give this air favorably for this application. In addition, there may be some site civil components where a New Jersey licensed engineer may also need to sign off on the plans that you prepared as an update. So
Yeah,
it just needs to be, there's essentially two, you have a surveyor, which is good,
yeah,
but there may just need to be either you, if you have the ability to get a license in New Jersey as an architect, just need to provide evidence that that's the case and it's no longer a New York
yeah, I could do that.
license. And then also, you may want a New Jersey engineer to review and sign off on the plans
Yeah,
as a site plan. I think that's,
but that's all a condition of approval. You will not get a building permit or anything until they're
So.
satisfied with those requirements.
It's okay. I am agree with that. Thank you. But at least I have now my way to
The guidance,
invest
yes,
in all of that.
okay. Any other questions? Seeing none, I'll open this application to the public. Does anybody from the public wish to comment on this application? Seeing none, I'll close it to the public and bring it back to the board for a motion.
You have an approval.
Pending.
As to the modified plans that were permitted, that they were submitted something, so there's A1, this evening reducing the house size. Is 20 by 46. So some of the variance would no longer be used, decided to accept that.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion with those.
Well, the side note.
With those stipulations, and all that, you gotta comply.
Yeah.
You have to make him happy and the building inspector has to, so,
Definitely.
all right?
That's not an easy task, by the
No.
way,
So,
to make him happy.
okay, so we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second,
Motion is second.
Mr. Diamond,
Yes.
Mr. Gammon,
Yes.
Ms. Brock,
Yes.
Councilman Kuzinich.
Yes.
Mr. Middleton,
Yes.
Chairman Ray,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mayor Galati.
yes.
Okay, you're good to go.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank
Good
you. I see you in the
You'll be seeing a lot of them.
Okay, next item on the agenda is work session. Do we have anybody for a work session? No, seeing none?
Oh, wait.
Open.
Yes, open, yeah.
Open.
Yes?
All right, let's do.
Hi, my name is Hamid Irfanian. I'm the property owner of 357 Lakeside Boulevard. We acquired the property in 2019, my wife and I, from an auction at a bank, from the bank. So once we acquired it, there were a lot of permits open on the property. And we've systematically gone through and complied with the town and, made sure that all the permits are closed. Currently, we have an open CO for a detached garage, which is literally across the driveway from us. The detached garage is a two-story building. The two-story building, the upper portion has been finished. The previous owner, and we acquired it that way. So the previous owner had gone above and beyond what was permitted and what was, again, approved. Based on what I understand, since we bought it from the auction, we didn't have any inspections and we discovered these things as we went through. What I'm seeking permission for is to keep the finished area. It has a convenience bathroom, it has all of it, and this was as is. I don't want to tear it down. I just want to keep it as it is. At no point, if the goal is for anyone to occupy it, it would perhaps keep it for a game room or an exercise room or something like that.
You have to come in with an application to this board to show us the plan. What the garage looks like now and what the garage is proposed to look like. As I can see, occupancy there, if we don't have a control mechanism for this board. So
Yes.
there needs to be a variance application.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to go see Bill.
Yeah.
And he's gonna tell you what you need to do, but you're gonna have to come to this board to seek a pre-existing, whatever's going on there, we don't know what's going on.
What it is the conditions of approval. This was Thompson.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And ultimately, there were conditions about the
The upstairs in the garage.
no heat,
Yes.
no electric, or no heat, no plumbing, might have been no finish, but at any rate, I think what you're gonna be shooting for is just to, if possible, those conditions could be, removed.
That would be the application, and it would be for reconsideration of the conditions of approval prior resolution to allow those things. Now, that's obviously discretionary for the board. And there's no guarantee that you get the approval, but you have to come back before the board to seek that approval if that's what you want to do.
Do yourself a favor too, take pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take pictures.
Yeah,
That whole thing went on for a couple of years. That was years that,
yeah.
that was, boy, what was the guy's name?
Brian Thompson.
Yeah, Ryan Thompson, but he bought it from, what was it, guy with the car washes. Oh, Rady,
That was
Rady, Art Rady was his last name,
Romano's house.
way back.
Yeah, there was a whole situation around. That.
Yes,
There was
yeah.
like, the side of the road, with the side of the house had a road that was all kinds of problems. We put pervious pavement down. We did everything that was imposed per the application. The only part that left now is the finished area that we just don't want to, it's got sheetrock. I mean, I got pictures and everything, but I spoke with Mr. O'Connor and he said, come to the work session, talk to the board, and then get guidance in terms of how to move forward. And again, we just want to keep it as it is. We don't want to go back and tear down sheetrock and, tear down stairs and things like that. Just want to keep it as it is.
So that would all be for like
That's going to be
construction.
an
He's gonna have to say, listen, somebody has to.
List the whole thing. A regular application seeking modification of the conditions of the
So,
prior approvals.
I would go in and see Bill and so maybe you could find the old resolutions, what was there and all that,
And we should get the plans, the approved plans
Yes.
from the prior application. to see what happened there.
Yeah, okay.
So do I need to prepare additional plans or follow Bill?
Well, you probably got what's there, you're not changing anything, what's there is there, so the borough has all those plans.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
if there was construction done without permits, which it sounds like, they're going to will have to be an inspection by the construction official to
Yeah,
verify.
electrical inspector, all that stuff,
Electrical, all
so.
that, plumbing, all that.
But go see Bill and he'll point you in the right direction, and get the ball rolling.
all right, that
Okay.
sounds great.
Okay.
See you tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else from the public wish to comment? Yes, sir, step right up. Yeah.
Mr. Ray,
Your name is?
Michael Bangus.
Okay.
You look familiar.
Why, you don't know him?
Yeah, I've been an architect for 49 years.
You familiar with the background borough, sir?
Are you licensed in New Jersey?
I am licensed and insured. In fact, at one time, I hate to sound boastful, I have great respect for the planning board because I was a chairman back about 40 years ago. Nobody remembers that.
Is that when the office was at Modix on?
Mayor
Northwest?
Hodgson voted.
Still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, voted
Still
my
there.
land.
Oh, well, okay.
So, look, I'm the architect for the Asian restaurant that's right down the road here,
Twist on
Twist
Tie.
on
There you
Tie.
go.
And she was here before, some number of months ago, it may even have been in winter of 24. I didn't even know about the project yet. So she got some feedback from the board. And when I heard the recordings, I was a little taken aback. In other words, I thought she had a tough meeting. And when she hired me, I came up with, this is what she wants, with even more living units. Right now, I have a very nice plan. It's all one building, and I think that's what you wanted. It's no longer spread around the site. It's one continuous building, but it has within it.
Originally, she wanted to build a single family home house that was there at some point
In the back.
100 years ago.
Steve, I have to call you later.
No, please, microphone.
Your mic, you want
So here, look, in all seriousness, she's adding 3 more single unit occupancies plus a larger apartment for herself and her mother and father and her son. But it's all contained within one building. Now, I like the building. I even did a site plan to go along with it. Now, we architects actually have a right to do a site plan in New Jersey as long as it's under 10 acres, it doesn't have a water course on it and doesn't contain water, stormwater, or what do we call it? You know that, what's that, stormwater retention? We can't
Retention
get,
basin?
but that stuff's too complicated for us architects.
You got
But
a big basin right behind the property.
I,
In fact,
Very big one.
I did come up with a site plan, but here's the issue, and this is why I came before you tonight. I'm getting feedback through Amy that our engineers, they want a whole site plan on this. And I know what a site plan is involved. And we have retention, we have stormwater, we have lighting, we have isolux tracing of the thermalux on the road and all of that. It's gonna cost her thousands of dollars. And I have a sort of a bad feeling about this project and the fact that I shouldn't be saying this in public. I think maybe she's asking for a little too much. So I just hate to see her spend several $1,000s on an architect, on an engineer. Even if it's some engineering friend of mine, they're still gonna charge me Fred Stewart or Smith from Jamin. They're gonna charge a couple $1,000s to do a site plan. But I would like to have a little feedback from the board. If by looking at this, you think that this has a chance of flying.
I mean,
I
she
guess-
basically came to a work session. We
Yeah,
told her what, where to go with it. Now, I don't exactly remember what we told her. I mean, as far as units or whatever, the house was not gonna be, so it was gonna, so. She's got the problem. But she can go over.
see, this is a local business. Well, I've dressed up the building a little so it looks a little nicer from the road. And I have. This is not the way I should be doing this, but.
I have plans here. I have 3 copies if anyone would like to look at them, but I'm just, Bob, you said to me, you know, perhaps we could make the board realize that, this town person here, a local businessman, local businesswoman, she needs a little help. That's why I say for the work session, because this is not an official meeting. I'm just, well, listen, she's filling my gut.
Did she make a formal application, Bill, to come to the
She
board
did,
yet?
and what's happening
Okay,
is
so,
Van Cleef is just coming back and saying that she needs a better site plan with.
Yeah.
If I can remember, Bill, it was grading. Lighting, trees.
They wanted.
Yeah, I don't-
The elements of the site plan.
I mean, we all know that site pretty, I mean, there's not a lot of grading, I mean, it is,
I
it's
don't
already,
man grade, but there was a, yeah.
I mean. You know, if there's a little bit of lighting that's required, maybe, I don't know, you know, but. The site is pretty much the site, I mean, it's
How
not
many-
something new.
There's, what, 3 units there now? Plus the.
There's 3 single room occupancies.
Plus the
Buildings
restaurant,
now.
plus the
yeah.
restaurant.
Yeah,
And how many you adding?
he wants to add 3 more plus an apartment for herself.
In the back.
But what is
Yes.
the total square footage she's looking at, Mike, do you have any idea?
Well, I have it on my, I better put my glasses on. I have it on my plans.
And her apartment is attached to the existing.
Yeah, it's all attached in one,
Because I think she had proposed an independent house.
it's all attached in one L-shaped building. So the. Come on, fingers, what did I do here? Lot size, lot width, lot depth, front yard, side yard. Gee, I can't believe this. I'm embarrassed. I'll tell you this. I didn't put the square footage of the bill. Oh, no, maybe I did here. Here it is. Sorry, okay. It's a 3,400 square foot addition.
Mike, is she planning to refurbish the entire structure? Cause that goes back to over a century ago, right?
Yep. Look, she'll do whatever I put on there. There are parts of that building that are weak.
That's where I was, that's right where I was heading.
Loving care. And as a bonus to the town, because it's, look, I'm not gonna mince words, it's kind of ugly looking right now. I've dressed up the front a bit. So I can't do too much because we're basically right on the lot line now.
Yeah, I mean, the front of the whole structure in the front and the side going down, it is what it is, it's already there, and it's probably, in the front, it's probably. Barely on the property, correct? Down on the Riverstick side of the property?
Yeah, I think that's a good analysis, yeah.
But that building's been there for a long.
I think that does need part of the redeveloped area. like,
Yeah.
Dressed up, that would be nice for our area.
Well, it
Plus,
is.
do you want me to counsel available to do this?
No,
I would still need.
Mike, there you go.
thanks for taking the time.
It is, because we have the river system development, yeah.
That construction,
Oh, yeah, I'm,
it's like, it was like bungalows.
I'm showing my setbacks. Yeah, I'm trying to obey that. I'm keeping 15 foot off the back, 10 feet off the side.
And
That
parking,
parking lot's basically empty 90% of the time.
Yeah,
but
I
it
don't see
wouldn't be
much, I
for
don't,
the people. The people would use that for the residences, right?
Yes, they will, absolutely. They,
and the ones that are there now use it, right? I mean, if people.
yes, they do, and
I mean,
it won't be as empty once this
Because
is
there'll
built.
be 3 more units
That's correct.
plus the family.
That is correct.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I never see more than 4 or 5 cars.
Well, she does a lot of takeout, so people are not sitting there eating. Yeah.
Well, I would say, come to the board with, you know. Get to the board and see what happens, you know?
Is there any
Site
extra?
plan
They're
is-
deeming it incomplete.
If
Yeah.
the board
All right,
wants to consider the application with conditions, all the things that a normal site plan would embody, if the board feels it has enough.
Chance.
Given that information, that it could proceed. I understand the reluctance to, but they have to take care of drainage issues, lighting issues, all those things with the engineer.
All right, you all,
To that point, I mean, I can't speak for explicitly what was said.
Excuse me, are you our engineer? Because I.
I'm covering.
Quiet.
Like, stealth.
Yeah, see, I don't know what's going on.
You better watch behind your back.
That's in a friendly way.
We're our new town engineer.
He's helping out right
No,
now.
I'm helping
He's-
the current
Doug and-
board engineer. Covering tonight for him.
Okay.
Part of my testimony that I was gonna provide would be, I was not privy to the conversations that were proposed or discussed with this applicant. That being said, as someone who's looking at it with an engineering license in the state of New Jersey with fresh eyes, I see a building addition of, you said approximately 4 units for 3 apartments, 1 for the owner of the property herself.
Yeah, we're adding 3+1, that's correct.
To me, the first thing I see is you're calling for an increased utility demand for water, gas, and electricity for the project.
Totally, absolutely, yes.
When was this building constructed?
100 years ago?
18,
Yeah, it was before I
I'm gonna
came
say
to
1900 and something.
Something to considering with this
1900
application
something.
is there is going to be a new utility component to this property,
A lot of
potentially.
water supply and
So-
that type of stuff,
So
yeah.
while a site plan might be something that your client does not want to pursue,
She will produce it, she just sort of like doesn't wanna do it, and then find out, well, you're asking for too much, so. Going down, Yeah, but she will produce, absolutely.
Oh, I think maybe.
Let's just hear it, because you're saying that there's gonna be a component with that where the utilities are concerned and they're gonna require that, correct?
right, so there's gonna need to be evidence provided as part of a site plan showing, here's your new demand for the.
And that will go to the
property.
public, that'll go to the utilities, Mr. Bangus. She'll have to provide a site plan to the utilities in order to be able to get the water and whatnot. That's gonna be a
I'll
requirement.
explain all that to her.
Yeah.
Yes, 'cause that's gonna be a critical component, especially with
I
trying to get new
understand.
construction and get connections with the utility companies done. She needs to be aware that that can take time, so it's best to move quickly and not try to go against the utility company and say, oh, I don't need a site plan, so.
She won't do that, yeah, because I'll make sure she doesn't do that.
Yeah, I understand.
So given the age, I mean, are you, first of all, it looks very nice, so just want to say that out of the gate, it looks very nice. Is your plan mostly to kind of like tear down and rebuild in place, or?
I don't think you're planning on tearing anything.
Planning to
You're just
rebuild
adding
an
on.
existing building, it's a 1-story building,
But you're
obviously.
gonna-
I'll check the roof, I'll check the rafters, I'll make sure I'm not gonna get sued or this building is gonna continue standing. And of course, on the new construction, it'll meet the 2021 building codes. You
Right.
got to.
But the impression I got is it's gonna be one integrated.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
gonna be integrated into one building.
Minimal demolition. Right? You're not gonna be, you're basically.
No,
just
I'm not planning
Yeah, yeah,
to
just-
demolish, no.
I have a feeling once you start opening that thing up.
Yeah. It's gonna be all to my force.
It's like pulling the thread on a.
Yeah, I've seen them before.
Yeah,
And I gotta tell you, those type of structures, because they're so old, as soon as you start doing something, you probably gonna have to end up raising
Well,
old
the fact is,
structures.
should I have gotten involved with this project at my age?
No.
You know.
You'll
do what
see
you
it
gotta
through,
do.
Mike.
It would be, listen, it would be a great improvement over what's there now. God knows it needs improvement.
I've eaten there. She puts out a nice meal and her parents work with her as cooks.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all beside the
Stuff
record.
together and whatever you gotta do, we gotta do and get to the board.
Thank you for listening to me. I've taken up enough of your time already. Thank you, board.
All right, any other public comment? Seeing none, I'll close it to the public and bring it back to the board. And we'll wait for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Oh,
Third.
Okay, we're adjourned.
Yeah.
Jeff?
Oh. I like the way you snuck up on me.